found this one in the nest. If we crack that open,
no way.
Oh, let's crack it.
Get that out of here.
Let's crack it open right now.
Throw it out right now.
Hold still.
Throw it out.
What I'm trying to do is get something like, oh, it did just break. Oh, roll the window down.
Throw it out. No. Oh, Todd. Oh, we're done eating pizza. Todd, throw it out. Throw it out. What are you waiting for?
That's
Oh.
What on earth? I guess we don't need to have a seatbelt. There it is. Found it. God having trouble with seatbelt.
Are you okay?
I think so.
We will proceed.
We will proceed.
All right.
Have you got a idea for this time?
For what we want to chat
Yeah,
about?
chat about.
I think we should chat about things that are topical right now in the pigeon guides world.
What's going on?
A couple things that they're thinking about is, are my race birds too fat to go outside? Another thing they're thinking about is, are my breeders doing okay? I've got a round out of them, and
yes.
Some of them look a little rough.
Are the little ones that are being hatched, do they have everything they're going to need to grow like they need to grow and feather like they need to feather and everything else? Those would be good topics.
It is that time of year.
It is. Have you had any hens lay weird-looking eggs?
Not this year.
Like elongated?
I do have a hen that lays long eggs every year. That's her egg.
Do they seem to hatch?
You could take all my hen's eggs and put them in a bowl, and I would be able to tell you which ones were hers.
Do they look
She always lays
like that?
No, not like that.
How does hers look? They're not oblong like that?
They're not as long. It's in that territory, but this has like an extra step to it. Show the camera a little bit.
Can they see it? Is it right here?
Maybe back up closer to your...
Whoa, back over here. Yeah, there you go. That'll probably do it. That's definitely an elongated one.
I've never seen one that way.
I've had a couple that hatch this way. I don't know whether it's older hens or I would have suspected it's older hens, but this is what you want to see, right? I want to see a round one.
Not poopy, though.
That's from last year. I found this one in the nest. If we crack that open...
No way.
Oh, let's crack it open.
Get that out of here.
Let's crack it open right now.
Throw it out right now.
Hold still.
Throw it out. That is a ticking time bomb.
That is a ticking time bomb. Oh, it's wiggly in there.
I can't believe you put that as close to your feet as you did.
You can hear it in this one. Ooh. She probably was fertile, though. If you candled it, you'd see where it was. You can always see that light end up on the top and then the darker end in the middle.
So you are going to throw it out, though, right?
Eventually. Eventually.
I can't.
Is that just making you too nervous?
I'm uneasy.
In your truck? So after it lays this, what we're trying to do is get something like, oh, it did just break. Oh, roll the window down.
Throw it out. Dump the bag right now.
I can't touch it.
Dump the bag.
I can't touch it.
I don't know what else you have for show and tell, but just dump it.
Here, we'll throw it in the back of your truck.
No. Oh, God. Oh, we're done eating pizza.
Just that other egg hit the top of it.
Todd, throw it out. Throw it out. What are you waiting for?
That's
Oh.
That's not what I had planned.
Oh my gosh. That actually happened.
I set it on top of it.
Is it on us?
No,
we haven't driven far away yet.
It's just in the sack. In the sack.
Oh my heck.
There might be a little bit right there. But
oh God, there is.
What's wrong?
Yo, it smells like.
Okay, well look, this is what we're trying to get to. This is what we're trying to get to.
You have a baby bird with you?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get to. Look at the little beak. That's that horn that they use to get out of the shell.
Look at all the peach fuzz on that sucker.
I wonder, could you count like the what you call it right now?
Hold him close to your chest. He's cold.
Okay. Oh, look at him, all right. But check out how their eyes are closed. Their ears are open. So their eyes aren't developed all the way yet. Then if you can see that little horn right there, that's what they're using to get out of the fillet.
Little egg tooth, yeah.
Yeah, so that they use that to get out of the egg. And they've got to go around the right end too. If they go around the small end, they can
true.
dry
There's
up.
a lot of wrong ways to do it.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you go lengthways, you're screwed.
I've seen an egg where a chick got started but didn't finish.
Yeah, sometimes they'll dry out in there. They'll get in there and then they'll dry out.
Whenever that happens, I usually will like spin them and then put them back. Yeah, it seems like they've been dizzied and you got to undizzy them.
Are you serious?
Just like the way you tell that an egg is hard boiled or not.
Exactly.
You do the spin and then
stop. Spin and stop. Check him out though. He's ready to fly 600 today.
His peach fuzz seems long for
for
the birds in my loft. Remember I told you that one that was like...
Yeah, you said you had one that was
extra
just like
fuzzy.
All hair. And...
It was so fuzzy. This is like the fuzzy's little cousin. They're not very different.
No, I've seen beaks that have little black on them on the very tip. I don't know if that's blue bars or what have you. It's kind of hard to tell exactly, but it is
the good ones, I think.
Yeah.
So looking at baby birds, when I say baby bird, I love when there is tons of pigment.
Oh,
this beak is dark. All the skin under the fuzz is dark.
Gotcha.
It's like just this rich, dark. I mean,
we know this one. The hen is a blue bar. She's got some ticks on her, on her head, so that she's a little lighter. I don't know what dad is though.
I would look at that and be like, "Oh, it's a red."
It could be. Could be
because it's so light.
Or
my blues are dark.
Are they dark?
Yeah.
I know he's got a little bit of pigeon milk in him, so that's good. That's really good. Those toes look healthy. I mean, he looks like a healthy baby.
He's okay.
He hatched out okay.
Does he have a sibling at home?
Yes, he's the younger of the two. So that's what we're trying to get to. Is that is a bird that's nice and healthy. What do you think you can do?
I'm gonna turn the heat on for sake of little chick over there.
She'll be fine. She had the sack. We can put her back in.
I'm glad she got a full craw.
I'm so sorry about dropping that egg.
It's past us. I think it's out of the truck now.
Yeah, might be a little bit on.
I don't smell it.
Yeah.
I almost want pizza again, but I'm not there. It takes a lot to put me off my appetite.
You're like dry heaving over there. You're like a pigeon with salmonella.
God, it was bad.
It was bad. I did not think it was going to crack though.
So that bird looks like it's maybe 3 days old. 2 days old? You got another 2 or 3 before you need to put the band on there?
Yeah, no, it's got to be younger than that. The sibling hatched earlier, but I don't know what day do you think they open their eyes up? I don't know exactly.
They're open by the time you're banding them.
Yeah, I usually don't band them till I wait way too long. They've got feathers. I got to push the band on because I'm tired of. Do you? Yeah. I'm tired of going in there and trying to find the band after it falls off, or sometimes
that's where I make the mistake. Is I'll come back later and be like, it fell off, and I have to grab a new one, and then I'll put it on the bird, but it's like too big, and I have to really work at it. Dip the bird's foot in ice water, the band in hot water.
That.
Ice try water. To compensate and dip it in oil and.
Every time I do that, where I am literally get my shirt tail to pull the leg through, every time I do that, I wonder how that's affecting its liking me. Like they've got good memories, so I wonder if I have wild birds because I banded them too late, or if I just messed with them a little too much. I don't know.
Whenever I'm like struggling, when I put the bird back, I'm like, shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that. I kind of manhandled you. Like,
have you ever ripped skin on accident?
No.
Oh man, I've seen that.
I've squeezed milk out.
But, have you?
You catch them after a feeding.
Yeah.
And you're holding them, and then you look at your shirt later, and you're like, you spit up. The babies spit up.
Yeah, they do.
But it makes you think that I was squeezing her a little much, or she was overfilled. That could happen.
That can happen too. No doubt. Well, they must have a ton of good stuff in that milk, and I've heard other fanciers talking about how you don't want if you're going to foster birds, if they're going to be your best birds, let those parents that are the older ones raise them so that milk has more of the not antibiotics, but it has more of the stuff that's going to fight other. It has
there's like a natural immunity.
Immunity. That's what
the parents are able to pass that on.
That's what they think. Now I don't know if it's ever been proven, but it sounds logical. And that's what this game is.
It happens in dogs. It happens in cats. It happens in people.
Guys that
wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? Birds? Yeah. Mammals and everything else have that same thing. I know that guys that'll send to one lofts, they will definitely try to let, instead of fostering out the baby to somebody else, they'll let those parents that are the good ones raise those one loft ones, and then maybe foster off the ones to their own because of that, trying to get the better stuff in them.
Every advantage they can get.
Yeah.
If it's a one loft baby, they don't want to, no shortcuts.
Yeah, no shortcuts. That's also a key to the way you fly, with no antibiotics or no nothing, no medicines.
Yeah.
Except natural.
Well, I mean, I think once that baby stops getting mom's milk, even though she might have some great natural immunity, I imagine he's going to have to build his own also.
Eventually,
if he doesn't eat enough dirt and drink out of the gutter enough, he's going to be this wallflower that gets blown over the first time they get a cold.
Well, and then he gets there to the one loft. Not that you and I send a lot of one lofts, but
we are this year.
We get birds in, yeah. So we get that bird to the one loft, and he's got 45 other birds from all different lofts, and that is a soup of bacterias and funguses and all kind of stuff that are trying to get at him.
Yeah, that's true. It's like the melting pot of new bugs.
Yeah, yep.
New bugs.
Now, Ad Sherlockins, take our hats off a minute.
I remember him.
Ad Sherlockins, he would say that that's why you would do that, was trying to build those birds' immunity, trying to get them to be better, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give a lot of antibiotics.
He won't medicate the whole class. Yeah. If just one or two students have a headache.
Yeah. He might give a bird one or two chances on some medicine individually, but it's not going to be the whole flock.
It sounds like you would.
Yeah. And I don't know where I fall. Yeah.
We made it.
We did. I don't know where I fall in the game because I want to win so bad.
Appetite's back.
Is it? Smell's gone. Was that you or the egg? Because, whoa, man. You did have Chinese last night.
That was horrid. That smell.
Do you know if a sack made it in the bag? I don't like that smell. So then you've got the baby. It's just hatched. The little chick is hatched. We'll call it chick. And milk is in it. What do you think the next things we got to watch for as fanciers to try to help this newcomer into this world along?
I think when you're in the breeding loft, if you see an empty crop, you got a problem.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't mom or dad feed it?
So you think it should always be filled?
Oh yeah. I think if you're doing your job, mom and dad are putting enough food in that baby to be full and happy. I don't think there's any reason he should be squeaking like the rest of the birds when you come in for food.
I have had birds that mom and dad refuse to feed them, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I open their mouths and they're full of canker. It's like those parents know I'm not putting any more effort. For some reason, it's not acting right. And you will get those that squeak all the time.
The mom and dad will bail on a sick bird.
Yeah, they will.
They're like, I will try again next time. I don't know.
It's weird because they will fight to the death for a healthy one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same bird, you can't put your hand in there without getting whacked. And you try to get the egg or whatever, trying to look at, candle an egg or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in the next moment, as soon as the bird gets a little sickly, it's giving up.
Yeah, I had a single that the parents gave up on.
Oh.
It was like, you know how when you have a single, it seems like the biggest, fattest
bird?
Yeah. It's getting double duty for mealtime.
Yeah.
And then they just were like, we're done with this one. And they stopped feeding it. And it starved and died. It's like,
if you look into it, dissect it after, I've done that at other guy's house where baby, and I looked in the internal canker or stuff around, things weren't developing right in there.
I've seen dads do it where they'll feed one baby and not the other.
Not the other.
And then later I've opened that baby up to find canker.
Yeah. I've never had a parent stop feeding a healthy one unless they've gotten sick themselves. Like sometimes
Same. I've never seen a parent stop feeding a healthy baby.